Hello everyone! How is everybody doing today? Hope things are going well. Today is a little bit different of an episode. We are over in the world of Otium, and we are over at our supply village. And today is going to be a behind the scenes. I got some work to do, and I needed to get something a little bit different recorded on a Thursday here. Going to do that wild card thing, which is a little bit different. And I figured it'd be a good time to work on some things down here on our Odium server and get some of the behind the scenes stuff going as well. So probably going to be a little bit shorter video than usual, but what we're going to do is we're going to work on our storage room and get some work done on some of the sort of administrative stuff that we need to do. So let me get going on that, and I will be back with you here in just a bit. All right, welcome back. So we are out here in our supply village. I kind of give a real quick tour in a previous video of what we have as far as our storage and that kind of thing. But what we're going to do today is we're going to move our entrance and how we get down today. So right now we've got this spiraling staircase, which works really, really good. Has access to our overflow chests. Has access to our storage room and villager trading and everything. But what I want to do is I want to make a slight adjustment. I want to put our entrance into this room here, and I'm going to work on sealing this off. I'm not sure if I'm going to use spruce or what on this wall, but I'm going to kind of finish this room. And unfortunately, what that means is it may mean having to deal with this staircase here, and I just want to kind of completely avoid it. And then move this staircase over for our access down into here, which is in our slime chunk, our villagers, a little smelting area, down into our mines. This goes over to our skeleton farm as well. So I kind of want to just sort of tie this all up together. But what my goal is here is I am going to put in an ender pearl elevator right up there. Let's see how good. Ah! Missed. I'll put an ender pearl elevator and a drop right there. So this is all going to probably be spruce. I'm going to take out the walls of this. We'll put some vines in here, some buttons to keep the vines from growing. Just sort of make this a safe drop area and basically be able to drop in here and then ender pearl out. We'll also put in a ender pearl dispenser, and we'll grab a couple of chests full of ender pearls so that nobody accidentally gets caught down there. And then I'll make an escape exit as well. So this is kind of where I'm thinking as far as the entrance. I'm going to walk down a little bit into this, and then this is where I got a problem because I'm right up close to this, and I may have to move this over some. But then again, this is the drop for the elevator, which means I'm going to have pistons and blocks like right here. So it's getting kind of tight as far as where things are at. So I might have to adjust that a little bit. But that's kind of what I'm going to be playing with today and working on. And going from there. So let me get this all sorted out exactly where I want to put this. I don't want to go too much further over, because then we end up right on top of this. So this is the back portion. This block right here is the back of the 3 wide. So the opening is like right here where these torches are at. So I don't want to go too far back, because if I do, You know, I may end up interfering with this elevator, any of this stuff down under here. Alright, welcome back. Sorry about that weird cut. Something got in my nose. I sneezed really hard. I tried to mute the mic beforehand and then muted it afterwards, so recorded probably 4 or 5 more minutes and wasn't talking to anybody, wasn't recording. But I decided to make a slight move on where this is at. I moved it over about 4 or 5 blocks, and I've got this started. I've got our pistons in, and I've got where our hooks are going to go, and kind of laying this out. So our hooks and strings are going to go right in here, and then this is just one level above, and these are going to close. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to pop up here and drop down one on the blocks that the pistons are in. And that may be, I need to bring those down because the problem is, yeah, I need to bring those down. The problem ends up being is that if the string is too high up, we end up not activating it, and then you end in this endless loop where you keep falling and things open up and so forth and so on. So yeah, it's gonna have to be right here. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Get our hooks in there, and I'll do the redstone on this as well here. So this is gonna be, not sure what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna use this brick, I know that. And then I'll come back and I'll throw in some cracked brick just to sort of make it look good. But using some man-made, non-naturally forming item, and got a little bit of a space concern right here, which kind of the reason I dropped this down a little bit. This puts me below the water level, but pretty close. So hopefully I can still get the redstone on this to work, coming off of these two tripwire hooks and then activating all these pistons. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in half slabs here. Go and get a crafting bench. I think there's one. Yeah. We're going to put in, get some more bricks because we're going to need them. We're going to do some brick slabs here. And these will probably be stairs, and then like this is my guess. Kind of hide everything. There we go. We'll figure out what I'm going to do, how deep this is going to go, and then what'll happen is that I think we can drop down here and not activate this tripwire hook. We'll have to see what happens. Because I'd like to be able to have this as the way down as well. And that's going to be part of that trick is, am I activating the tripwire hook on that? It'll be kind of interesting. But we'll see what we can do. So let me get this redstone wired in, get the tripwire hooks in place, and see where we're at. And then I'll be back with you here in a bit. Alright, welcome back. So, I was in the process of taking this apart, and figured I would show you what problems I ran into here. Let me give you a quick little show here. So I had our tripwire hooks. I'm just going to put these in because you can see I already took these out for a reason, and I know better. Oh, I lost a tripwire hook. Must have fell down below. There we go. And you kind of see what's happening there. Well, let's just do this. I've got one that should work, so exactly what I said was going to happen if I wasn't careful. I made the tripwire hooks exactly 2 blocks above where the floor was at, which means I throw it up and I die. throw it up, and I fall. I throw it up, and I fall. So we're gonna have to lower our tripwire hooks down one, because right now, put that in place. You can kind of see 1 block, 2 blocks, and then the strings. The player is exactly 2 blocks high, which means when we're standing on this block, we're not actually triggering it. So I'm going to lower these down and take another stab at this. Yeah. Which means I got to pull out all the string as well. So I think I got everything else where I kind of want it. Let's remember I put these. There we go. So I'm just going to lower these somehow. And take another stab at this. And that actually makes this a little bit easier because then we do boop, boop, bump, bump. And we're like, bink. And then that'll work. So these are where these bricks are at, so that'll keep us up. Now, unfortunately, what that does mean is that we can't actually walk off the edge and drop. And that's probably one of the disadvantages of the way that this one works. If I had rotated this 90 degrees and we were approaching on this angle right over here, then we might be able to get that to happen. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to figure out another way to drop in and just do like a water drop or something down below, maybe a slime block or something. Somewhere probably, you know, maybe come in right here, drop out. Who knows? Maybe I'd do something with that. But let me get this moved and adjust a little bit, and then I'll be back with you here in just a bit. All right, welcome back. So we are making some progress, getting some things done. Got ourselves a little ender pearl elevator here, and it works. I've got to clean out. I'm gonna have to clean out the diorite and so forth in there. Careful about what I'm doing. I'm gonna come back in here and put some cracked brick and so forth. But brought this up here. Got this on the slab, so I don't have to necessarily light this up. Stairs coming up, so we're in pretty good shape there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do around this. It is really tight to this item elevator, but I think at the very least I'm gonna come in and put dirt in here at the very least up until here. Yeah, I got some dirt in here. Sort of make this a consistent look. Do this on both sides here. I do this while we're talking. Gonna do some additional work in here, but it's got a bunch of personal errands I need to go and run. So unfortunately, I'm gonna actually be out of time for today. And I think we're gonna do that. No, we're not. It's gonna look weird. I'll come up with something right there. But yeah, my day is pretty well shot. But it does work. I'm also in the process of starting I'm gonna do a drop shaft right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'll put a sign right here with water above it. Get this all cleared out. I just don't want to do it yet because it is 1 block from this floor, and I kind of want to figure out what we're gonna do on this wall before I go and put that water right next to it. But basically, you can drop in right here, and you're in this room and access to all this stuff. And then the quick way out is going to be right here. And what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to put a button with a little burnout clock and kick out some ender pearls and put in like 4 or 5 double chests of ender pearls just to have extra ones, so you don't get trapped down here. But works just fine. Once I lowered this and everything else, so that's what we've got right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Not sure what else I'm going to work on. This is probably, like I said, going to be a shorter video. It's been a weird week, and depending on how things go, I'll sort of fill you in on that. But that is what I got time for today. So I hope you enjoyed. If you got any feedback or different ways to do something, or something you'd like to see, as far as how these videos go, be glad to take your feedback. You can find me on Twitter at a wandering nerd. You can also leave comments down below. If you